I am Crystal Johnson with the Gaia Report. Let's look at 3 of the most toxic materials in our homes and consider the best solution and alternative. I'm quite sure that most of us wonder if there's anything out there that is actually safe to use, because over recent years, there's been an uptick in research and conversation around toxins in our home. And while consumer education should leave us empowered, it actually seems to leave us a little bit more confused. What we do know is that there are a few key substances, many of which we have right now in our homes, that are more dangerous than we think. Let's start with these. Thankfully, the Gaia Report will share some simple alternatives to these home toxins so you can safeguard your health and your home sanctuary. Number 1, antibacterial soap. Well, it sounds like a great thing, but did you know that just by washing your hands with antibacterial soap, you could be wreaking havoc on your hormones? Chemicals found in many antibacterial soaps are considered a disruptor of your thyroid function and hormone levels. And that is definitely not a good thing and can contribute to many problems. Additionally, many health experts believe that the overuse of antibacterial chemicals promotes the growth of bacteria that are resistant to antibacterial treatment. So how to avoid it? Well, for a better alternative, just simply use soap and water. But wash with warm to hot water for about 10 to 16 seconds. And let the friction work, and do not rinse off the soap before it has a chance to break down any germs that you're trying to remove on your hands. If you like to use hand sanitizers, look for the ones that are alcohol-based, that have an above 62% alcohol level to be effective in sanitizing. Number 2, flame retardants. So how did flame retardants even come about? Well, they were a clever solution to avoid home fires. Flame retardants were added to furniture in the early 1970s. The most harmful of them are PBDEs, commonly found in household plastics as well as furnishing, cushions, and they've been shown to contribute to lower cognitive functioning, fertility problems, and even lower birth rates. So how in the world do these PBDEs get into our bodies? Well, they're constantly being expelled as super little dust particles that end up on our hands. Then when you eat something, they're easily transmitted into your body. So in addition to upholstered furniture, flame retardants are found in about 80% of children's products. And they're in the nursing pillows, they're in car seats. So how to avoid them? How do we avoid consuming them? Well, it may not be the smartest idea to avoid flame retardants because they are also there for an initial safety aspect, but there are ways to minimize their adverse impacts. And how can this be done exactly? Well, you can just dust and vacuum your home frequently because the dust binds to these flame retardant particles, and if you dust and remove them, then you are not touching them and consuming them. The third toxin in our home is Teflon pans. So while non-stick cookware is easy to clean, the toxic fumes released from these Teflon pots and pans at high temperatures can actually create a very unhealthy indoor air quality situation. Actually, the fumes from an overheated pan can kill a pet bird in just a few seconds and cause humans to develop flu-like symptoms as a reaction to a toxic exposure. The Environmental Working Group commissioned a test, and they found that cooking for just 2 to 5 minutes on a conventional stovetop was enough time for Teflon coating to break apart and emit toxic particles and gases. But did you know that PFCs are even found in incredibly high doses in Teflon-coated pots and pans also? So there are some things that you can do instead. You can look for pots and pans that don't have the word Gore-Tex and Teflon, such as cast iron and copper pots. Those are great cookware. These safer pans may be more difficult to clean, but what is that compared to the cost of your health? If it's outside of your budget to ditch the Teflon pans right now, you can minimize your risk by using an exhaust fan over the stove and by heating your pans at temperatures lower than 500 degrees Fahrenheit. On behalf of Mother Nature, thank you.